Okay team, let's get started building Max the Mobile. First thing we're going to do is put some 7 beams on the bottom, and that's going to help us keep our mobile nice and balanced. In fact, to really balance that out, we're going to go ahead, grab a 7 beam and 2 pins. We're going to space these pins out because that helps with stability. And we're just going to pop them onto the bottom. Doesn't really matter where we put it. It will help us have a nice flat surface to work with. Okay, next thing we're going to do is we are going to put an axle in our motor, and we can go ahead and grab our grab an axle with we're going to grab a red axle, and we're going to put a half bush into our motor for this build. And if this falls a couple of times, no problem, you'll get it. So we're then going to go ahead and put our motor, we're going to attach it right to our smart hub. There we go, right in the middle. That'll work fine, and we can plug that in just to get it out of the way. We have one less thing moving around in our workspace. There we go. So the next step is we're going to go ahead and grab a bushing. I'm going to put that on first, slide that on our tall axle, we'll put a wedge wheel on there. And what we're going to do is we're going to put that right in that peg there, and we're going to slide this until it's at a height that feels good to us for making this connection. So we can go ahead and take this belt, wrap it around that wheel, and we can position our axle there. That should do the trick. And if we wanted to, we could put a second beam in there to balance everything out even better. But that'll do for us. So there we go. We've got our Playmobil set up here, which we use. This is very similar to what we used for our red light, green light setup. So now what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and we're going to build onto this just a little bit. That should do the trick. We're going to take a long axle. I'm going to put a bushing on it, and we're going to put a belt wheel on it. And we're going to put it right over here. And if we wanted to, we could slide it just like that, so it was a little bit higher. And we could put a second belt wheel over here. And around these two belts, we can put, around these two axles rather, we can put another belt. I'm going to go ahead and slide that bushing down to help keep it in place. Take some of that tension off. Here we go. And then I'm going to grab another axle. I'm going to grab 2 little bushings. I can attach them right like this. That'd be great. I'm going to put a red belt on over here. And we can see that we don't have quite the tension we want. So we can adjust that by moving it to a different position. Or by we could put a bigger belt wheel on there, that'd be fine. I'll connect these just like this. We want to make little adjustments just to try to take some of the tension off. And now we can put some minifigures onto our mobile. It doesn't matter which minifigure you pick. And if we wanted, we can take a Technic brick, like this one, and we can put our person right on that axle.